morning TikTok. Good morning YouTube. Donald Trump is gallivanting all over China. He's all over Asia. But the mainstream media has yet to say that he's doing these things for the American people. He's not. This is for his businesses. If anybody thinks that these trips are not tax dollars, it's for the American people, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to tell you. And I live in Tennessee. For real, for real. So yeah, they were showing Nancy Graham, Nancy Graham, Donald Trump, Stephen Miller. They were talking at different times to them about these so-called Venezuelan drug runners. How do we know that they're drug runners? Because they're killing them without any trial. So they're the officer, they're the judge, and they're the executioner. And they're giving these people death sentences for drugs. Most of these boats look like fishing boats to me. They look like fishing boats. So you're killing these brown people for the sport of it. See, this is something that a lot of rich people have always wanted to do, but they never could get away with it except for in the 60s and back in America, but they couldn't get away with all of this mass killing like they're doing now because black people will fight back. But see, if they're out there trying to feed their family in the middle of the ocean, they're not expecting one of our bombs to come and blow them to pieces. And just the way that Nancy Graham and Trump and them say it, we'll kill them. No, you're not killing them. You're sending our sons and daughters that are in the military, not yours, because y'all ain't got no sons and daughters, especially you, Lindsay. Y'all ain't got no sons and daughters in the military. You're sending our sons and daughters to do your dirty work. You're sending them to kill somebody's father so he can't make it home that night. Because if you were that concerned about drugs, the United States has always said China imported a lot of drugs. Why don't you punch your weight? But you're not going to punch your weight because this is about some kind of sick fetish that these rich people are getting. Have y'all ever seen somebody get shot? I have. I grew up in the inner city. First time I saw somebody get shot, I was 6 years old. When that bullet ripped through their skin, come out the other side, and that hole is about that big, depending on what they got shot with. Every time they heart beat, the blood pumping out. Every time they heart beat, until there's no heartbeat left because you drained all the blood from them. At least you drained enough that will keep them alive, have them able to sustain themselves. Have you ever seen it? It's not pretty. Have you seen them when they're gasping for breath? They just want one more breath to stay on this earth, and then your cardinal, your primitive part of your mind automatically wants to live. So it's going to keep you from trying to breathe. But with every breath, their lungs are filling with blood. They're drowning. You can hear the gurgling. You can see the blood coming out here, coming out of their nostrils, coming out of wherever the wound is, a whole white part of the t-shirt, just saturated. These people would never get close enough themselves to do the dirt. But they don't mind. And when I say close enough, I mean close enough where the other person can fight back. But they don't mind sending our sons and daughters to do their dirty work and then try to throw the rock and hide the hand, as my mom would say, and pretend as if we're doing America a favor by making sure drugs are not here. Drugs are going to always be in America because Americans love to get high. Point blank, period. If not from Venezuela, if not from China, right here from the United States of America. Started out with the moonshiners. Come on. Started out with the Native Americans smoking opium to relate to their ancestors. Drugs will always be in America. That's the American way. But when we start allowing them to kill under our name for drugs, that's a whole different factor. Don't believe it. These rich people are killing for the sport of it. Because this is a fetish that they've been wanting. Look at Hunger Games. From an angry black woman out of Tennessee, don't worry about cancel culture, stay woke. So you ain't got to get woke. Let's get it up out the mud. Remember, y'all, they're not like us. They're not like us. People in America going hungry, and they're over in the ocean in Venezuela killing. People in America losing their jobs. They're in the ocean in Venezuela killing. That's what your MAGA in the Senate and your MAGA in the House are okay with. The have-nots will defeat the haves. Welcome to the poor people's working revolution.